We're playing the Cover 3 here at Pro Football Weekly, where we bring you 3 under-the-radar stories from Week 11. Let's start on Thursday night when the Bills beat the Dolphins 19-14, handing Miami its 3rd straight loss. The season had looked so promising for the Dolphins, and it's starting to unravel, and a big problem for them has been running the football. In the last 7 games, Miami's averaging 69.3 yards a game, only 2.8 yards a carry. You can look at Reggie Bush, who, remember, before the season said he was a rushing champion contender. Not so much, Reggie. He had 10 carries for 20 yards against a bad Buffalo run defense. Remember, this is a guy who rushed for 1,086 yards last year. He hasn't rushed for 60 yards since Week 4. Remember, he had that big game against Oakland when he rushed for 172 yards? That's the only time he's rushed for more than 70 yards all season. And the problem with not getting the run game going is putting more pressure on rookie quarterback Ryan Tannehill, who's thrown 5 interceptions in Miami's last 2 games. This season is really getting away from the Dolphins quickly, and the run game might not get any better going forward with meetings against the Seahawks, Patriots, and 49ers. Very good run defense, but the Dolphins have to find a way, whether it's Reggie Bush, Daniel Thomas, or maybe rookie Lamar Miller, to get that ground game going, take some pressure off Ryan Tannehill, because the defense just isn't playing at the level it was earlier. The Dolphins have to find a way to keep this season in check and not let it completely get away from them.
So why have the Falcons gone from undefeated to a team with 1 loss and one that looked very beatable on Sunday despite pulling out a win against the Cardinals in the span of the past 2 weeks? Certainly there's a lot of factors you have to take into account, and one of them has to be the health situation for wide receiver Julio Jones. He injured himself in Week 10 when he missed 28 snaps after suffering an ankle injury. He came back this week and played, but had to miss time again. Now, their head coach Mike Smith said after Week 10 that anytime you have a receiver of Jones's caliber out that many snaps in a game, it's going to change the dynamics of your play calling, and he's right. But it certainly hasn't been for the better. Since Jones suffered the ankle injury in the first quarter of the Falcons' loss to the Saints in Week 10, Ryan has completed only 60% of his passes for 2 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. With Jones apparently aggravating that ankle injury in Week 11 and missing time again in that game, you have to wonder if it's something that's going to linger and keep him from playing up to his full potential. And if he's not playing up to his full potential, you have to wonder if the Falcons will be playing at theirs.
The Texans secondary was one of the biggest reasons why they were able to pull off a huge road win over the Bears in Week 10. Yet its poor play against the Jaguars almost cost the Texans a game they should have won easily. Guys like Daniel Manning and Kareem Jackson, who played so well in Chicago, were equally bad against the Jaguars, and backup quarterback Chad Henne and rookie Justin Blackmon, who was able to double his season output in 1 game against one of the best defenses in the league. With the Lions coming into town next, and Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson and company fully capable of moving the ball through the air and hurting the Texans much the way the Jaguars did Sunday, this would be a good time for defensive coordinator Wade Phillips to spend extra time with his secondary, working on some of the issues with missed tackles and coverage that showed up Sunday, so that his unit can get back to putting away opponents the way it should. For all the latest news and analysis from Week 11, be sure to check out our website, profootballweekly.com.